Hi, my name is Will, and welcome to the Distorted Transmission for today. I'm talking to a band called Carnal. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, bro. Good.
Let's start with the introductions. Shall we start with Dan? Let's start with Dan.
I'm Dan. I do the vocals.
Yeah, I'm Jesse. I do guitars.
Good. I'm Leon and I'm the drummer.
Excellent. And who's missing, Dan?
So yeah, Five's not with us today, and he's a bass player.
Cool. Now on to the history of the band. I believe, Jesse, you're going to fill me in about the brief history of the band.
Yeah, sure. So we've been a band since 2006. Both me and Fife were original members. We've been through a few different members over the years, but the lineup that we have currently is definitely been the bulk of those years.
What was the first thing you recorded, and how many recordings have you done up to date?
Our first recording was our EP, Morbid Desires. And the next one after that was a 2-track promo called Habitual Mutilations. And then our full-length album, Letrix. Yeah, Letrix.
This is the problem with your death metal guys and your fucking difficult names for everything. Serves you right. What was it called?
Letrix Acts of Hedonism.
The 2-track EP that you recorded, or the sort of demo thing you recorded, that actually got you signed with New Standard Elite. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we did that in 2016.
Okay. Was that through contacts of yours, Dan, or how did that actually come to pass?
Yeah, so basically, we sent the EP, or sorry, the demo to be mixed and mastered by our mate Adrian, who lives in Melbourne, who he's actually currently the bass player for Distant Tomb, but at his side, he has a thing called Inner Productions where he does mixing and mastering.
Right.
He's really helped out heaps of bands over the years. And his band at the time, Involuntary Convulsion, was signed to New Standard Elite. And he sort of sent it to Dan. He was like, you got to check this shit out, man. This is brutal as hell. And then Jesse and I got messages from Dan. Was like, holy shit, guys, this is, we need to work together. This is really good. And basically, the rest is history. We got a contract to do an album, and did that, and onwards and upwards, hopefully.
The last time I saw you guys play, it was at the Smash Fest in 2021, I believe. It was an excellent set, as always. What other shows do you have coming up? I know you're on the Napier Death Fest bill in March.
Well, at this stage, we've really got nothing booked up at the moment. But we were meant to be doing Smash Fest 2022 in January, but because of the whole COVID bullshit, it's been pushed forth to 2023 because it's their 10th year anniversary. So they want to make it a big special thing. So apart from that, no, just nothing at the moment.
One of the gigs we were meant to play in November, Tombstone, that might be getting rescheduled early next year, so hopefully we might be playing that one, maybe.
A lot of bands will sort of experience this problem at this particular time, right? Because everything's getting postponed, everything's getting cancelled and sort of shifted around, and nobody can really answer that question.
Yeah, because we haven't had the opportunity to go over to Europe to play with a band from Belarus and do quite a few shows, but that's been put on the back burner for 2 years now. So who knows if that even will happen? It's pretty hard to plan ahead, really, especially looking to go overseas. It's fucked. To be brutally honest.
Speaking of shows overseas and local, you've done some cool shows over the years. A stint of the New Standard Elite tours in the States, local New Zealand fests, and you've supported international bands like Distant Tomb and Aborted. What was the coolest live experience to date?
I got a couple. Like it was really cool to obviously play with Distant Tomb for the fact that the musical style is quite similar, and just for the fact that they're just probably the most downright best cunts to fucking play with, eh? But that aside, there was, I think, the second time that Gorguts and Marduk came over. We played with them both times they came over, but the second time at the King's Arms, I'm not a huge black metal fan, but just seeing Marduk, that shit blew me away. And even just him saying, hey, wow, you guys really tore it up. It was cool. And just, even Luke Lemmy, hanging out with him, just getting the respect from him was really good.
I've actually got that poster on my wall here. It's Marduk and Gorguts There was Auckland Saturday, March the 11th, and there's your name, Carnal, Bullet Belt, and Satentia. It was, yeah, awesome. So who else?
For me, it would have been definitely our Chicago show. That was one of the craziest fests that we've ever been a part of, and just the whole crowd and everyone was getting into it. Definitely one of the best times for me. Got to meet so many of the bands out there on the fest that I've been looking up to for nearly half my life. So yeah, pretty cool experience for me.
Awesome. And Leon?
Probably be similar. Chicago is definitely an experience that I don't think I'll forget anytime soon. And then I think also ones that come to mind, definitely the Disentomb tours that we've played with. And then also we did two shows, one in Tasmania and one in Melbourne. And that was a pretty fun weekend. It was pretty crazy. We nearly didn't make it to Tasmania. And so we literally got a last minute flight and then got to the gig and not too long after that. And then the Melbourne show was a pretty big show for the turnout. So that was also pretty fun too.
Okay, so you've been signed to New Standard Elite for what, a few years now, right?
Yeah, since 2016.
Okay, cool. I always wondered what the perks of being signed were. As a signed band, could you shed some light on that?
Well, yeah, they obviously they give you a little bit of a financial backing to help go towards, your recording, mastering, artwork. But ultimately, it's just, getting the name out there, getting the sound out there, and then letting everyone know that, this little small band from New Zealand can, keep it up there with the big guys that are, been doing it for years. So I guess it's pretty much one of the main perks.
A little bit of financial backing, but mostly distribution.
Definitely the distribution is a big part of it. The reach that New Standard Elite has across the world is quite vast within the underground brutal death metal community. So definitely a good way for us to get our name out there for sure. So yeah.
It's definitely like kind of a niche label. So there are a lot of people that will just support that label. Like if you're on that label, they kind of know what to expect and they'll just buy your album pretty much.
The style of music that you play fitted perfectly into their sort of catalog, if you will. It was almost like a match made in heaven.
Pretty much, yeah.
COVID's been making things pretty hard for bands everywhere, but how is music progressing? Is there anything in the pipe for 2022?
Yep, so we're currently gearing towards recording at the moment. So just setting up for that, getting all the pre-prod stuff and things like that ready, click tracks and whatnot. And then we're looking forward to hitting the studio early 2022. Got a few new tracks to unleash upon the world, so we're pretty excited about that.
And I guess this is another question for you, Jesse, because you're the merch guy. You guys always seem to have the sickest merch. I've got a couple of baseball caps. I've got a whole bunch of shirts, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. Do you have any new designs or any new merch on the way, like underwear? And well, not necessarily underwear, but anything of interest?
Oh, first of all, thank you for your support, buddy. It doesn't go unnoticed. We do have some merch in the works as such. We won't release anything just yet, but you can look forward to seeing some new releases from us soon. Also, maybe put in the comments what you want to see from us. We've got quite a lot of different styles of merch at the moment, but we're always open to what the crowds out there want.
I reckon some like literous acts of hedonism underpants, I think would be awesome.
Like full color print.
Boxer shorts. That'd be great. So Dan, I hear you've recently become a father. How has life changed since that happened, man?
Yeah, just a few more sleepless nights. But yeah, generally just pretty stoked to have a son, and hopefully hopefully I won't fuck up his life, and can show him the path of hopefully maybe he might be a chip off the shoulder and start playing music down the line, be it brutal death metal or whatever. I'll back him 100%. But yeah,
the mantra of every father: I hope I don't fuck up his life.
Yeah. And I just hope he doesn't play soccer, because fuck that.
Leon, you're a dad too, isn't that right? You got a couple of kids?
Yeah, I've got a 3.5-year-old son and a 16-month daughter. Hopefully they somewhat follow my footsteps and play a bit of music. They start moshing from a pretty young age. I know that much.
Have they gravitated towards anything? Like,
not really. If I take Lex to the music store, he likes the ukulele, so he seems to run over to them quite a bit. But I don't know. I'll try and push him to drums. It'd be easier for me.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So I guess the last thing is there anything to add?
Yeah, I just want to say, thanks to everyone who's been, supporting us, for the 12 plus years or so that I've been with the band. Just all the opportunities that we've had. It's been amazing. And just again, thank you everyone for keeping us going, I guess. Yeah.
Want to do a shout out to all the bands that we've played with over the years, and also all the promoters as well that have put us on their shows. Like, we couldn't have done it without you. And of course, all the fans out there that are listening to and buying our tunes. We appreciate you.
And Leon?
Cheers to all the people that are supporting us. I know we're been a bit slow on the recording front, but hopefully we're going to have some new stuff out fairly soon. And hopefully 2022 allows a few more shows. So, yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks very much for chatting to me tonight. And all the best with the musical releases. Cheers.
Thanks, Will.
Cheers, Will.
And thanks for watching.